to Sack to the Future. We're in the final week, week 17, and this is the final game for the Chicago Bears. I believe this might be the final game of the week itself. Up front, I'm going to apologize if the video goes out. I've been trying to fix it. It went out. I have no problem with the Broncos game, but the last time I played the Bears, the picture was going in and out. Every time I've tried to play this game against the Vikings, the picture was going in and out. Told me to change a couple settings, clear some space. I cleared way more space than they asked for, and it still seems to have problems. Couldn't really find anything else other than the things I've already attempted. Yep, and there it goes. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to deal with the video cutting out. I apologize for that, but hopefully you'll see enough of the game. It's against a semi-pro Vikings team, as they're not going to join the league until next year in 1961. But the Bears are trying to finish the regular season undefeated, so it would be nice if the video would stop cutting in and out, but let's just get this over with. The Bears, even if they lose, they'll still have a bye week, so maybe they'll give me a little bit more time to try to figure out what the heck is wrong with the system. But in the meantime, we'll do audio with some video for this game. I'm sure the Broncos game will be fine for the playoffs, and hopefully I'll have this fixed by the time the Bears play again, which will be in the divisional round of the postseason. Bears kick it off, and the Vikings will bring it back to about the 22-yard line.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
Out comes Joe Gilliam, 50.9%, 5 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. This is week 17, but if it's the first time that you have tuned in to Sack to the Future, the idea is that the teams, we're trying to go back to 1960 is what's happening. So the teams that were in the league, like the Bears, Giants, Cowboys, Redskins, Eagles, Packers, Browns, all those teams, they have the players that were on the teams back in 1960. And the AFL teams are in it as well. So all the NFL and AFL teams from 1960 have the correct rosters, the correct ratings, or at least the closest we could get to the correct ratings using, Madden ratings. And then the teams that were not in the league yet, like the Vikings, who are only 1 year away, but even teams like the Panthers, who won't be in the league for many years, then we just kept active, 2017 type players on their team, but just lowered their ratings. So you might see some guys you certainly recognize from today's football on the Vikings, but hopefully none of them will look good against the Bears, as their ratings should be significantly worse. And there you see on the first 3 plays, they were only managed to get 1 yard. So. Yeah, well, I was not sure what exactly is wrong with the video at certain parts. It seems to actually be hanging on here, but I'm sure we're only a play or 2 away from it going out again. What?
It's Phillip Rivers.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team.
All right, 5:50 to go in the first quarter. No score yet.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll slip. Second and 7. And the Buffet boys.
And there's the offensive line of the currently undefeated Chicago Bears. Rick Caceres is the running back. Johnny Morris is the backup. You got Harlan Hill
The quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
on one side. Hey, what are you doing there?
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. The catch is made by Kendall.
There's the completion out to, I believe that was Harlan Hill. Last week, 6 catches for 99 yards. He has 801 yards on the season coming into this game.
9 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Offense comes to the line now.
There you see
First
Cleveland
and
and
10.
Pittsburgh have gotten underway. New Orleans looks to wrap up the division of all semi-pro teams.
And they go with a ground attack here. And thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run.
There's a look at the defensive line of the Vikings, some linebackers. Yeah, obviously they're wearing quite futuristic-looking uniforms for 1960. So again, we didn't spend time fixing the uniforms or names or anything, just the ratings on the teams that weren't in the league in 1960. Lowered the ratings, made sure they reflected semi-pro type teams, or at least worse than any team that was in the league, but didn't bother making a bunch of name changes or jersey changes. So that was a nice catch there by Duval. Brown slings it right over number 35's hands into Duval's arms. There you go. Okay. Now, if you've been watching every once in a while, the Bears will pull out a wild card play or two. Maybe 2 or 3 a game. Just to throw some flavor in there. Vikings are charging up to the line knowing that must be a running play. Let's see, we'll give it to Morris. Vikings all over it. They are a semi-pro team, but they were able to scout. Know that the Bears do that every once in a while. And they stuffed it. Morris only gets about a yard.
The offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
That's a completion for a first down. And Duval goes over 750 yards on that reception. Here's a priority alert down below. The Houston Oilers if you're an odds maker, you have your money on a Bears-Oilers Super Bowl simply because the Bears right now are 15-0. The Oilers are they're 13-1-1, but both teams are expected to win their games today. So it'll be one loss between them. On the other hand, if you're looking for someone other than the favorites, the Colts might be the hottest team, as they've been blowing people away lately. And they're gonna, the downside, of course, is they made it as a wild card. So this is a good run here by Caceres. Really, it's just good blocking. He's untouched for 25 yards. Caceres is near the league lead in both rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. He might even be leading the league in touchdowns. He's got a better chance of winning that than he does the rushing record, but he is up there at top 3 in both. Now, part of that is because Jim Brown missed about 5 or 6 games at least. And then the other big name that missed some time was Cannon over there on the Oilers. He might have the best average of all running backs in the league, but he missed a bunch of games at the beginning. And there's a surprise down below. The Houston Texans semi-pro team is up on the Colts 10-0. Of course, the way EA is running it, you can see their final records. So if you know the Colts are 13-3 already, then the fact that they're down 10-0 doesn't scare you at all. On the other hand, New England and the New York Titans, they really have records that add up to 15 games, which means that score means something because we don't know for sure who wins this game. There you go again, it's 0-0, but you can see from the records the Redskins finished 2-14, so I don't think they can win that game. There's a big one down there. Dallas and Philly. Now Dallas, okay, come on. What is the problem? There's the Bears defense. Pettibone, Sumner, the safeties. What I was saying is down below, the video was cutting out. You probably didn't see it, but it showed the Eagles and Cowboys are underway. Both 10-5. But of course it showed the record, so we know Dallas wins. They're 11-5. However, we don't know if they make the playoffs or not, because the Packers and Lions also have 11 or more wins. So it's a very tight race in the NFC. I know, actually, the Oilers, Giants, I am pretty sure this is the last game of the season. So I should be able to show the final standings after this game. We'll take a look. Stick around. When the game ends, we'll go ahead and take a look at the standings if the video is working. And we might be able to confidently say who is in the playoffs. There you saw it. Here we go. Here's a catch. This is a hit. Fumbles the ball, but the Bears refuse to pick it up, so the Vikings will get to punt it.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
14-0. Oilers.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Now, if you like running, if you like the weird combination, not the slow running, run out the clock, and play great defense, Bears running attack. But if, in contrast to that, you want to see a team that runs the ball down your throat, but runs it at a high octane pace to where they put a bunch of points on the board, you need to check out John M's channel and the Houston Oilers, because they have been running the ball all over their opponents, but at such a pace that they don't play these low-scoring games. I mean, they might put 40 points on the board, and yeah, there's some passes in there, of course, but I mean, we're talking a lot of games you might see close to 300 yards of rushing. So that is definitely something you want to check out. If you haven't been following along, there's the John M channel where you can see all the Houston Oiler and New York Giant games. Here, of course, you may or may not know that the Denver Broncos are also featured here. So check out the Denver Broncos and, of course, all the Bears' previous games. Then you have the Buffalo Bills, who have probably played, well, the Denver Broncos have played a lot of close games. Buffalo Bills have played a lot of close games as well. That's over on the Vinny X Wolf channel. Twisted Phoenix is where you go for the Colts channels. And then Brian Feltz brings you both the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. The Bears, obviously, if this is the first game you're checking out, you see they're 15-0, trying to finish 16-0. So, I mean, if you go back and watch his other games, I guess you're going to know who wins. But the Oilers, obviously, have a ridiculously good record. I guess you could go back and try to guess which one of these games do they lose. But if you want to check out, if you want to check out some serious high-octane offense and a ridiculous running attack, you want to check out some Oilers games. If you want to see close, competitive games where you really don't know if or how they're going to pull it out, then the Buffalo Bills on Vinny X Wolf or my Broncos games here on this channel is what you're going to want to watch. Okay, come on. What is the problem? This really gets annoying. It's like my buttons just stop working. The video stops working. So the Broncos play the close games, but they have no technical problems. Oh my God, why is Caceres hurt? I don't even remember Caceres. It was just on that last play, I guess. So first the video goes out. Won't let me bring it back. Oh my God. Then it finally comes back. And I realize that my starting running back is hurt. That's something we don't need to happen. You don't need to go undefeated in the regular season and then not have your star running back. And now is the audio gone too? I don't even know if you can hear me anymore. I can't hear anything. About to throw the PlayStation out the window. So glad that Madden 19 is coming back to the PC. Because I really hate the PlayStation. I hate consoles in general. Not ruptured disc for Caceres. Alright. Way to get hurt. Just for the playoffs. Oh my gosh. Here's a little completion to Gallimore. He gets buried.
5-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out in the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
There's Morris fighting. He gets about 14 yards. Morris is going to have to be the man now with Caceres going down.
They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
There's Gallimore, goes up the middle for a few.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Morris takes it up the middle for a couple more.
And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Bears on 3rd down.
3rd and 1 coming up. 3 minutes to go in the first half.
They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Oh, he completes it, but a nice tackle. I think he's going to end up being short of the first.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the long yards about to develop.
Gallimore's not going to pick up the first down. So there is something from the Minnesota Vikings showing that they can stuff the Bears. So a 15-0 team now loses their starting running back, and now they can't pick up first downs against a semi-pro team. So in the first year, 1960, of Sack to the Future, you might very well see a team go 16-0 in the regular season and lose their very first playoff game because their running back's hurt. So what a story that would make. Well, the Bears will have to use the second half to learn how to play offense without their super stud Caceres. And now the defense is just jumping off sides for no apparent reason. Maybe they're feeling more pressure that they're going to have to maintain the shutout since they might not score another point without Caceres in there. There's a scramble for a first down. Okay, let's go.
To play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley in our EA Sports halftime report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snap.
There's another scramble and another first down.
Time at another first down. They go play action here on first down.
Defensively, they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Back to throw. That's a screen pass. That's complete. They find some open field here.
There's a screen pass that goes for a touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the Bears here. It's absolutely no fun at all with all the interruptions of the video going out. Freaking, I hate PlayStation.
Now the return man, this is Benny Cunningham. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
The message I keep getting is that there is no room to save stuff. I'm not trying to save anything, but just the fact that I'm playing online, apparently it needs to save every other play, and it says it has no room to save. But I was getting that error before, so what I did is I deleted every save of every game I ever had. So I've used a total of 0.0 bytes, and it still gives me the error saying no memory to save. Now, of course, on my hard disk, I've used like 200 gigabytes for games that are loaded, but I still have almost 200 gigabytes free on the hard drive. And online, again, I've deleted everything except for what it took to get back into this franchise. So it's 0 plus playing this one game right here. And it still has to remind me after every play that there's no room to save. I need to delete more than 3.15 megabytes, where I have like 10 gigs still left to use on Madden when you go to look at the settings. So it's just absolutely makes no sense. The error is not the real error. It's something else is wrong. Every other game works, by the way. I can play any other game on PlayStation with no problem, but Madden Online is a piece of crap.
So many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point, Arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, early in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead.
And the Bears put the field goal through, and will take a 10-7 lead into the halftime.
So we've reached halftime here on. So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff.
Bears receive 5, 10, 15, 20. Just across the 25.
we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams. And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time.
Stop trying to save every play if you're not going to let me. Now, if the game's going to be broken to where I can't save anything, I wish that I could set do not save anything to the online storage ever. If you're going to say I have no storage, then don't attempt to save anything ever online. If I can't figure it out, I may have to delete this profile, having the Bears create a new profile and join the league as the Bears again, because I'm certainly not going to play against a human without being able to see half my game. There's an injury to the Viking player.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they give this time to the tailback.
Morris picks up enough for the first.
To extend the drive.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Here we go now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And good. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's
Brown completes it to Hill for a 1st down.
down to 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one. 2nd and 9.
But the 4-3 defense is functioning really well. You know he stays
Okay, this game has completely lost any ability to be fun because PlayStation's an asshole. So we're just going to put it on chew clock,
And the 8th play on
try to run about 5 more plays, and just let the game end. Sorry for those of you trying to watch this thing.
3rd and about 6.
Would recommend just skipping and going to watch any of the games prior to Week 16 when PlayStation still worked as a system.
We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 at this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's able to...
Gallimore gets up.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. This guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. He's handing the ball. You know how to get out the run.
That is made. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Brown hits Harlan Hill for the touchdown.
Drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me,
Nobody
seeing the
cares.
mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp too.
Of course, yeah. Trying to save, can't save.
Back to the
F
NFL
you.
scoreboard for a second, third quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision. Their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is a...
Oh my God.
opener, whatever it is, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Here we go. What?
They'll run it now. Out we go. And he's going. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to get
And Gilliam scrambles again. Gets a couple yards. He has 3 scrambles for 26 yards.
down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Fielded just inside the 20. Which hands 1st and 10. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others.
Nobody freaking cares.
First down, that brings up 2nd and 5. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Let's go. What? None. What? None.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go. What? None. What?
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
There's Morris gets a first down. Out to the 40-yard line. Let's go. Okay, I get it. Luckily, the clock's down to 6 minutes to go. I could take the full 40 seconds. Obviously, there's no reason to pass because it might be incomplete. And we want this game to end as soon as possible because I fucking hate PlayStation. Mother... I don't know if it's a Madden problem or a PlayStation problem. Like I said, all other games work without issue. Madden is the only EA Sports game I have. Well, that's not true. I have the hockey game. I haven't played it since this... I should try the hockey game to see if I just hate friggin' EA Sports, or if it's PlayStation, or if it's Madden. The other PlayStation games work, so I don't think it's necessarily PlayStation. Right now, I'm saying I hate PlayStation, but really it's just frickin' Madden. And I guess I could try the hockey, the NHL hockey, and see if that has problems. But for soccer, I don't play the FIFA crap. I have Pro Evolution Soccer, and that game has no problems. But Madden, and the other thing is, when I'm the Broncos, I don't know what the problem is. I tried to look it up. Other people have had this problem, and some people on the message board say, oh, all I had to do was delete some of my saved stuff. So I went in, I deleted everything I had saved online. That didn't solve the problem. The only other solution was someone... No, I'm sorry. There was no other solution. There was someone that offered a solution that I guess worked for them, but everybody else said they tried it and it didn't work. So the only one that people agreed worked was to delete your saved online saves, which I've deleted everything, and I still have the problem. But there's a handful of people that said they have done the same thing, where they delete their saves, and they still have this stupid problem. And so for PlayStation to not even bother to recognize it's a problem, and not tell anyone what the problem is, like, hey, here's the problem, we have the red shell tracking software or something. I think that's just a PC thing, but anyways, just give us some sort of reason why the hell this weird thing about no save. You have 200 gigabytes free of storage, 10 gigabytes free online, but you can't save something that takes 3.15 megabytes? Yeah. It make no sense, fucking Madden.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go! Red 38!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive.
Stupid. And the stupid Vikings get a first down on fourth down. So now I can't make the clock go fast. They're probably going to go 2-minute drill or something because they think that we're actually playing a game here where I'm just trying to make the clock end. I would give them the win if I could just have the game end right now. Knock it off. Oh my god. If Madden or PlayStation made any logical sense, I could just kneel here because who the hell would want to see a save of a kneel? But no, I'll still get that message. Can't save the picture of the kneel. Dumbass, I'm not trying to save anything.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook.
Morris gets a few yards to the left. Make sure he doesn't go out of bounds, because that would be the worst thing I could do. Now, normally, if my system would work and I could, you know, keep the video, not be annoyed every frickin' play about not having imaginary space that I do have, then I would not normally start running out the clock at halftime. But right now I could care less about the game, stats, who gives a shit. Just, I don't want to ever play again with the Bears is where I'm at right now. They're undefeated. I could win the Super Bowl with them. Obviously it'll be hard because they've only played one user team. So, but at this point I don't even want to play their games. I just want them to be eliminated from the playoffs so I never have to play with them again. Just play as the Broncos. Or, of course, I mean, before I actually do that, I'll just quit this profile and make a new profile, and maybe that's the only thing you can do. Dang it.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Philly, here we go.
And he drops it. God! Hate this fucking game. Knock it off! What the hell is going on? The buttons don't even work anymore.
It's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Let's go. What? None. What? None.
Back to throw here. And we'll get it up near the... It's up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Come on. Let's go.
It does get them to fourth down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
I don't care. Just please let the game end.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the other expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that. Yes, exactly right.
No! Why does Morris have to break tackles and get out of bounds?
Use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go now.
And they'll give it here to his running back.
Fuck you.
Here we go.
And he's going to fight. Third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Bears on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Over.
Defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They're not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Stay out, stay out. Ah, he gets into the end zone.
Jason Witten, his 2nd touchdown.
Well, we were hoping to get a first down, not a touchdown, so we could just kneel and get this frickin' game to end. Apparently we have to suffer through it for another minute.
It's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. To return, here comes Marcus Shields. And he'll take. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? It's not here. It'll do something some other time, but some teams like to do something at the end.
Put this one behind him. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that
Wait a minute.
is emboldened the secondary. They feel good about
The Lions beat the Packers.
They just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
I could have swore when I played the Broncos, it told me the Packers beat the Lions.
Not to get too
But now you just saw below that the Lions beat the Packers.
there when he threw that.
And I think that means the Cowboys are going to make the playoffs.
Pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far.
I think it's only when you're playing does it try to save every play. So I think when we're just looking at standings, it won't try to save, and so we won't be as annoyed as we are right now. So I will go ahead and take a look at the standings afterwards. But right now, they just got another pathetic first down when the game could have ended. If they would allow me to trade 42 seconds for 30 points, I would let them beat me 37-24 just so the game could be over on this play. Flag. Why not slow the game down anymore?
False start, offense.
Take 10 seconds off.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
Of course not. Let's just stop the clock.
Advantage is right. The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
This is
Intercepted. It'll finally do it. Thank God.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Run.
And that's a first down run. And, of course, let's try to save it one more time. I hope the clock's still moving. Thank God. Game is over. Oh, so the Bears finished the regular season undefeated, but their system doesn't work. Thank God we're out of that game. It's auto upgrade. Who cares? I'm just so tired of Madden. Okay, let's see how injured he is. 5 weeks. Great. 1 bye week, divisional round, championship week. 4th week would be the Pro Bowl. 5th week, Super Bowl. So, as soon as the Super Bowl is over, he'll be healthy again. Rick Caceres. Best player on the Bears offense. Won't play in the playoffs. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at the stand. Well, first of all, let's see if everyone's ready. Ready. Alright, everyone's ready. Wait, why didn't it advance automatically then? Interesting. Oh, because I have to ready up. Okay. Alright, so before it advances, let's take a look at the standings. And here you go. You have, well, let's start down from the bottom. Okay, NFC West. 49ers, 9-6. Alright, let's go ahead and finish the week, and then we'll see what the real records are. Okay, here we go. Ready. There's the advance. Okay. Bye week for the Bears. Here's your standings. NFC West. The Niners won the division at 10-6. The Cardinals were 9-7. In the East, the Giants won the division at 13-3. The Cowboys made the playoffs at 11-5. The Saints won the division of semi-pro teams 7-9. Falcons were 5-8-3, which is interesting. Bears won 16-0. Packers. Okay, so the Packers did win the game. Got to 12-4, but the Cowboys do win the tiebreaker against the Lions. So great. That's awesome that the user team, the Cowboys, got in. Also awesome because the only legitimate computer team in this league is the Lions. They're the only ones that I found even remotely hard to play against. So, since they're out, the Packers, even though they're star-studded, have been absolutely ridiculously easy to play both times. But anyways, the Packers did make it in. In the AFC, the Broncos are in at 14-2. Chargers are in at 12-4. Chiefs don't make it at 10-6. The Bills win the division 9-7. Titans were 7-1 and finished 8-8. Pathetic. Patriots got back up to 7-9, but that's not good enough. There's the Oilers 14-1-1, best team in the AFC. Colts 13-3. They've won 10 in a row, but they're a wild card team. Browns won the division at 12-4, and so NFC seeding, Bears are the 1 seed, Giants are the 2 seed, Packers and Cowboys are your wild cards. So Packers are the 5, Cowboys are the 6, Lions missed out, Eagles missed out, Niners are the 3 seed, Cardinals missed out, Saints are the 4 seed. AFC. Titans are 1. Broncos are 2. Colts are wild card, so they are 5. Browns are 3. Chargers are 6, so the Chargers will play the Browns, and the Bills are 4. So, what does that mean for playoffs? Here we go. Probably already figured it out, but in case you missed any of that, here is the schedule we have. Wild card weekend, the Chargers against the Browns. I believe both those teams are 12-4, but the Cleveland Browns have Jim Brown back, so that's a significant upgrade to what the team was looking like. Cowboys get in, and they're going to play the Niners. Colts and Bills. Both teams controlled by Vinny, one under the Twisted Phoenix channel, one under his own channel here. They will play each other. That'll be a simulated game where we'll just watch the computer decide who wins that game. And the Packers will play the Saints. The Saints, the semi-pro team, host the Packers. It's 2 computer teams. So the Packers have a good chance to advance to the Final 4. All right. As you see, the Broncos and Bears both have a bye week, so I may be gone for a couple weeks, but we'll be back. The Broncos game will be awesome. The Bears game, hopefully I'll have created a new profile or whatever it takes to fix that problem. And so the Bears game will not suck like this one did. But anyways, if you did somehow watch this pathetic display of technology, then thanks for watching, and we will see you in about a week. Certainly check out the channels of the teams playing. The Brian Feltz channel will bring you both the Browns and Cowboys, so that's definitely one to key up on your notifications, Brian Feltz. And then you should also be able to see either the Twisted Phoenix or Vinny X Wolf channel. We'll show you the other user teams in action. All right. Have a good one, everyone. See you next time. That's not what I'm doing.